Wednesday, the 18th October 2017, page 933, 934, page 936, page 940. (944), 945, 953, 954, 956, 959, 963, 964, 65, 966, 970, 971, 972, 973, 980, 981, 982,
representing Lagos Central, quite excited to move the motion that the votes are.
Senator Jeremiah Oseni Plateau.
Second,
Distinguished letter from Mr. President. Dear Distinguished Senate President, submission of 2018-2020 medium-term legislative and executive arms of Stability Act 2007 with general adverse global plan spending is set up 2020 INTEF and 2018 FGM budget proposal. Establishment, etc. bill control and prevention. It is
colleagues, to St. Lucie at the move area. It is the petition of one barrister Adamu, Gambo Adamu Usman. The third petition is equally against unlawful dismissal and consequence.
Leader of the Senate.
I would like to invoke Order 42 East in Imo State. By at least 1/5 of all the senators, the matter that has been bugging me. We've seen yesterday, these funds are not budgeted. And today, the governors can sleep and see their work, and yet, monies are being released.
On next legislative day.
Mr. President, my name is John. The proposed statement shall be submitted. Thank you for this opportunity. Securities in Nigeria and other community, particularly, and the fighting that occurred between these two communities. Now, this crisis, like I've mentioned, is of international, dimension. They call state, and I think I like to exist along that axis between Nigeria and Cameroon, have the protection of the Nigerian government. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator General, for bringing that out. I hope. I would like to add to Chairman of Police and also National Security should take this up and.
Mr.
Mr. President, your report.
Budget of the Federal Inland Revenue.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the second business of the daily activities of collection, remittance, and expenditure of IGR by revenue generating agencies.
Receive the ad hoc committee report on remittance and expenditure of IGR by revenue generating agencies between January 2012 to December 2016. Interim report.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that the Senate do receive the interim report of the Senate ad hoc committee on alleged misuse of remittance and expense, say nay. Yes, have it. Senator Adiola Lamine, come and lead the report. Thank you.
President, very distinguished colleagues, Power Establishment Bill 2017, no Establishment Bill 2017, E. Ademi Federal University Certification, Akure Establishment Bill 2017, Adagri Establishment Bill.
Okay. Bill 2017, say aye. Those against say nay.
The hydroelectric, the Senate deliberated on the general principles of this bill. On Wednesday, 26 October 20, the Committee on Power State Development, the conclusions. Following the objectives of the bill and the presentations made, as it currently renders streamline the channel of remit of government revenue, will effectively be applied to ameliorate the environmental and socio-economic problems and other hazards that the host communities are for our companies. Essentially, Mr. President, the introduction of this bill, this amendment, seeks to reduce the deduction from or the payment by generating companies from 30% to 10%. That is already, Mr. President, and we canvass that the passage of this bill will remove one of the contentions that has made it impossible for this bill to be implemented. Therefore, this amendment is desirous and timely for the stakeholders on this. Hereby recommends as follows: 10 Amendment Bill.
My name is asking the Senate to amend the administration that are hosting the dump. They have been suffering for quite a long time. They have, their farms have been devastated, their houses have been submerged, even their animals have been killed after the bill. And the public health, there is no dissenting voice at all to 10%. I urge all my colleagues to support it. Thank you very much.
Colleagues, I move that the Senate.
Those in favor that resolve to come to the whole and consider close by close, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished colleagues, we only have 4 clauses here, so it should be pretty straightforward. Let's have it. Clause 2. Clause 2. Okay. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clause a nay. The ayes have it. Those in favor that this explanatory memorandum stands part of the bill, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those in favor that the long title on page 1 stands part of the bill, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues. Mr. Chairman, very distinguished colleagues. I move that the Senate do revert to plenary for the charter for progress.
Because we are done it.
No comment. Distinguished colleagues, those in development, it's clauses 1 to 7 as recommended. Short title as recommended.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I move that the bill be now read the third time.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that this bill be now read a third time. I so second. Distinguished
colleagues, those in favor that the bill be read the third time say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
The Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission, the Establishment ETC Act 2010, Commissions of Hydroelectric Dam and for Related Matters 2017, third reading.
A bill for an act to amend the Hydroelectricity Power Producing Areas Development Commission Establishment, etc. Act 2010 to make provisions for the reduction of percentage on revenue generated by any company. This bill is read the third time and passed. I want to add my own voice and hope that now that we have passed this bill, that we hope we'll get the assent and the full implementation and takeoff of this commission that is highly required and needed.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the second order of the day is the presentation and consideration of the report of the Committee on Culture and Tourism on the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation Act, Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2017. Distinguished senators will recall that the report of the committee was laid on Tuesday.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Senator Mark's colleagues, I rise to move that the Senate do consider the report of the Committee on Culture and Tourism on the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation Act, Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2017, SB 14. I rise to second the motion that Corporation Act repeal.
Those in favor that the Senate do consider the report of the Committee on Culture and Tourism on the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation Act, Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2017, SB 428. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Senator Matthew Urogide, you present the report, please.
Once again, I'm Senator Matthew Urogide. I represent Edo South Central District, Edo State, to present this report, document on the establishment Tourism Development Authority, NTDA, and for other connected matters thereto, 2017 SB 42. Let it be for an act to repeal the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation Act, Cap 137, LFN 204, and enact the Nigerian Tourism Development Authority, NTDA, and for other connected matters thereto, 2017 SB 429 for the second time, and refer same to the under whose purview of the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation, laudable and a major improvement in 1992, as not it is characterized with so many. This bill, tourism industry contributed about 4 financial assets by calling for memoranda of vital information from key. The very essence of this bill, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, is to reposition our tourism industry to benefit us economically. This objective in mind is to such as the cross-country and plan that guide the operations of their tourism bodies. 2, Nigeria adopting and domesticating and help to promote the tourism life by the tourism body in the short term, which was referred this 7 elephants.
We'll go to Committee of the Whole and take close by close. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I move that the Senate to resolve into Committee of the Whole to consider the report.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that we will.
Distinguished colleagues, close.
Distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Bahu. One of the agencies,
so which one?
Agencies charged with the responsibility of matters relating to the agencies listed there. You have Nigeria Investment Promotion Council. The correct name is Nigeria Investment Promotion Commission.
Ask say aye. Those against say nay. Those in favor that clause 11 stands part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. Those Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clause 23. Those in favor that clause 20. Those in favor that clause 26 as part of the bill say aye. Stands part of the bill, say aye.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Farr, representing the Lagos Senatorial District. Clause 29, looking at the board, the Tourism Development Fund Management Board, all the clauses there.
Very much, Mr. Chairman and my distinguished colleagues. I think it is important to explain what meant by Tourism Development Fund and the Tourism Development Levy. This levy is enunciated to meet with the demand shown in the fund to this issue of levy, as we have stated here, to be able to meet specifically development of tourism in Nigeria, fee, hospitality centers like hotels and the rest of corporate entities. You know, another levy that is prescribed from time to time. This levy, you know, an amount that is envisaged to, you know, be used specifically for development of tourism in Nigeria.
This will add, we have to seriously look at this.
Going through are retained, which means that before these taxes were there, they just were not prosecuted by the tourism development corporation.
You know, to publish most of our clients, you know, they are charging, you know, what is charged for, you know, will be put here especially, you know, for this development. Because there are other sources that we have stated here. 20% of the departure levy. Ticket, 1 naira, if it is 2 naira, is charged by this ticket. Any
Chairman, levy, what is it? Was 20% of
place, or they were talking of tourism levy.
What you have said, need any passenger.
I'm coming now. There's NCAA with that because there is already an existing the act setting up these people already provided for, so it will not be as easy as put there. I think the chairman of the committee should go back and that particular line, go and look at it.
I do not the chamber. Mr. Chairman, and the same.
If you want to do that and introduce a tourism levy, fine. If you want a tourism development levy, come straight and say you want to say it's 20% of that will run contrary to the law setting up.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, what we are talking about here, the authority is not going. I mean, we have in most of these clauses here. The authority is going to work in partnership with this one coming to us.
And say there will be a tourism departure.
Mr. Chairman, you have just said.
Let's take those in favor that 32, 1 and 2 stands part of the bill say aye. As part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have 23. Stands part of the bill.
I think it's a bit too dangerous. No.
So the law allows, I mean, they cannot, this is where they have the powers to review. Let's go to clause 37. Those in favor that clause 41 stands part of the service. Those in favor that clause 43 first. Those in favor that they explanate.
Where
the clause 12 on the original bill is not there.
When it came to the bill, what we had in the original bill, okay, the original bill did not come with 12, so none of them just skipped it. Yes, it was skipped. That is why we have to renew.
You're saying the original bill itself.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, may I second the motion that the Senate revert to plenary to report progress?
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that we revert to plenary and progress. Corporation Act, Report 3 as recommended.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I move that we now read the third time.
The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation Act, Cap 137.
Say nay. The ayes have it.
John, consideration of the report of Joint Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, and Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes and the Process of Crimes Bill T of the Hall was deferred at close.
The report of the committee. Those against say. So if anybody has any, and this bill has 100. Those in favor of that clauses 17A, ayes have it. I'm on page 20. Clause 8 and 39. The ayes have it. Clause 42. Yes, Central.
5. Any specified under section 150.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because all
monies make it a condition that those monies are properly utilized for the development of. So this provision is the monies will be utilized is contained in section 150.
Progress.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that we back. Joint Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters and Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes on the Reported Process of Crime Bill 2017 as approved as follows for the whole. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, having concluded today's proceedings of the order paper, I hereby move that the Senate to adjourn until 24th.
Distinguished colleagues, I rise to second that the Senate have on the con.
How bulky it is. Please say that. No. If we are doing that before, we'll just stop that. I mean, this is too bulky. We'll just to produce. We'll be wasting money. Let's please, clerical staff, if you collect the reports, it's hereby adjourned till those against.